I just wanted to show you my system I've got for drying grain, and just a little history on this. You can buy, like I bought this field corn over at the co-op. You can buy seed wheat for fields for a 50 pound bag was $15, 16, and it depends on the kind you get. And that is perfectly edible, and so is this field corn. But the problem is the farmers get paid by the weight and the dryness. So they have a range that they have to meet. For corn, this was 14.5% moisture. The wheat is at 12%, and those, if the farmers dry it farther, they don't make as much money. So there's a range where they need to hit so that they can make the most profit, because that water that's in the corn has weight to it, so it helps them on their costs. So anyway, but for me, having to put this up for long-term storage, they recommend, at least for wheat, 10% moisture. Well, it's hard to find 10% or less moisture wheat, because it's made to be ground within like a year, and 12% is fine for that. So anyway, I had to come up with something. So what I did was this is a 2-inch PVC pipe. I just put a T here, and I've got these 1/2-inch holes drilled along the bottom, and then that just sits down in there and gives the airflow. I put a stainless steel screen on it to keep the mice out. And then I have a lid I made. I cut this hole real tight. And then I put, the top is a 55-gallon food grade bucket or barrel. And I cut the lid off, and then you flip it upside down, and it makes a really good seal all the way around there. So now I've got a place to put air in and let air out. So this would go down to the bottom like you saw, and then come back through. And so I've got this is an old furnace, and our plumbing guys are really good. He lets me go over there and just scavenge through his stuff. So I've got this. It didn't cost anything. It's got good airflow, and then I just put a plug on it, and it blows in through there. And you can feel there's really good airflow. Well, it doesn't have much corn in it now, but it has really good airflow. So that's the system to blow. And then I found that the hotter the air, the lower your relative humidity. So if you can get hot air to go in, it drops your relative humidity. So we were at 45 or so percent humidity the other day, but in here I've got this metal building faces the south, and I get a lot of heat, and you can see that temperature up there at the ceiling is almost 120. And so I could get 120 degrees, and the dew point drops down to 10%. So you get a lot more drying efficiency. But again, it's a real simple system. I put screens in here by plastic welding on the other side. And see if I can get this out of here. Oop. So I just plastic welded those on there so that I've got a mouse-proof area when I'm not in here working. They will get into everything. So anyway, relative humidity that I bought this corn for was 14.5%. And 1 week, I went back every day and had them check it at the local co-op. They have better equipment there than what most people have. So it was 4 bushels, so about 200 pounds, a little over 200 pounds of corn. It took 4 days of really good weather. I mean, it was hot, to dry it down to 9.8%. So that worked out really good. It's a small, it'll do probably 8 bushels in there, but it can also do just a little bit. So anyway, that's how I got my grain down to the right moisture, and it was pretty cheap to do. So anyway, now I'm putting it in Mylar bags, vacuum sealing it, and putting it up for long-term storage. So anyway, you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.